Okay, there is a major development happening in the fintech space, and it's about to impact the entire globe and the way fintech companies are viewed. I'm talking about the Ant Financial IPO, which will be the world's largest ever seen IPO, $34 billion issue, a cross listing that will be done on two exchanges, 17 billion in Shanghai and 17 billion in Hong Kong. Now, Jack Ma, who is obviously the owner of this entity, an original promoter, currently has a 8.8% stake holding in the firm. His net worth is likely to shoot up by around $27.4 billion post this listing, and that will make him the 11th richest man in the world, according to Bloomberg, and 11th richest on the Bloomberg's billionaire index. Now, this issue is so important because it's a fintech company, right? So what it essentially functions as is a wallet. Paytm, there are other platforms that offer similar services, is going to be valued at more than some of the most expensive banks in the world. So it's going to be valued at more than Wells Fargo, more than JP Morgan Chase, and more than Goldman Sachs. The valuation that it is expected to list at is $310 billion. It's also the biggest IPO after the Saudi Aramco, which was flagged off as the largest IPO we've ever seen till date. Now, what does this company do? Ant Financial. Well, essentially what it does in a nutshell is provides loans to consumers who can't access traditional credit. So it owns a company called Alipay, which has 700 monthly active users, 700 million monthly active users. Now, just to put things in perspective, PayPal, which is one of the world's largest payments companies, has 346 million monthly active users. So that means Ant Financial, or Alipay really, is twice the size of PayPal. Now, spend, save, invest, use it as a credit card, use it as a debit card. Alipay offers all these services to its massive user base. As a ancillary product, the company also sells diversified financials and payments tech. It generates fee income by doing this. It sells fintech to financial institutions, and it's got a whole host of products one can look at, ranging from insurance to wealth management. So for the last 12 months, Alipay and Ant Financial, being its parent, has processed $17 trillion in payments. $18 billion has translated into revenue for the firm, and it clocks a $2.7 billion profit. So this is one to keep your eyes out on. It's going to change the landscape for fintech companies, because now people are starting to understand that fintech companies are perhaps more valuable than the banks that actually hold the resources that fintech platforms help you to trade in and out of. So it might act as a valuation catalyst for a lot of Indian firms, like Paytm, in which Ant Financial, let me remind you, has a very large stake. Also for other platforms like Yono, or the new platform that HDFC Bank is trying to launch, it might act as a valuation catalyst for all of these.